Chapter 1. What do you desire? What's the name of that person who came down the stairs before? It's Kagura. So he's called Kagura-san? I've only seen him once before, but he was quite striking. If it's okay, could I have a banquet with Kagura-san? Understood. However, well, you see, about Kagura, as Roha-san said that, he looked at me with eyes that seemed to lick me from head to toe. Is there a problem? Oh no, it's nothing. Kagura is one of our top gentlemen. I confidently recommend him to you. Well then, I will show you the way. Follow me. Aroha-san said that to me with a smile. He stood up and began to guide me to the back of Kikuya. There was something perplexing about the way Aroha-san was acting, but everything in this place was new to me, so I thought that it's useless to worry about it and kept walking with him. This place has often been called the district which knows no night. Though night has already fallen, the inside of the shop is so bright. It's like daytime. No, it's brighter than that, and also filled with a mysterious vibrancy. And yet, it seems to be hiding some unfathomed darkness. Was it okay for me to have set foot into this place? Though it's probably too late to think so. That's what I'm just thought about. What? The door to some room was half open. It wasn't my intention to peek inside, but my eyes were just drawn in. Ah. This is the room of a gentleman of the night. There was no one in there, but there were many gorgeous pieces of furniture, and there was a flashy-looking bed with a flame-like color scheme. What kind of business were people up to every night in here? Even someone like me knew the answer to that. But as I saw this place with my own eyes, I felt its mysterious atmosphere when... Is something wrong? No, it's nothing. I looked down and hastened my pace to pass this place. In that room, will women fall in love before they know it? Will they get serious even though they know it's for play? And will they want to give their everything to a man? That's what I heard about the Yoshiwara red light district. I was told to stay in this room, so I did as I was told and waited when a gentleman of the night came into the room. I came here to see your face again. What? The suddenness of his appearance surprised me, but I found that this person wasn't Kagura-san. This person is definitely the man from the courtesan's procession, Takao-san. I asked for Kagura-san. I know. You don't need to make such a scary face. Is your heart already set on Kagura-san? I'm not saying that. You're so adorable to get embarrassed by something like this. So, what do you want from me? Well, of course, I wanted to get another good look at the face of the girl who chose the boring old Kagura-san, instead of choosing me, Takao-san, the #1 gentleman at this shop. Takao-san quickly came close to my face. A very beautiful face filled the view before my eyes. His eyes were so beautifully clear, and his glance was terrifyingly strong. That's disappointing. Can you tell me what it is about Kagura-san that's better than me? His eyes? Nose? Or could it be his lips? As he said that, he was looking at me with eyes that seemed like they were licking me up. I gulped. Or a man's chest? Oh yeah, some women choose a man by things like the way he carries himself. But I know you wouldn't choose someone over those kind of things. Then Takao-san softly put his lips close to my ears and whispered to me in a low, alluring voice, "Because I know you're still a virgin." What? My face turned red from embarrassment. Hit the nail on the head. What an innocent reaction. You don't see that so often in a place like this. How could he say something so rude? What he's saying isn't wrong, but it doesn't make me feel good either. I tried to shake loose from Takao-san and leave the room. But just then, the door quickly opened. I'm sorry to keep you waiting. Allow me, Kagura, to entertain you before Kagura-san arrives. Yet again, the person who came was not Kagura-san. This was the boy who said that I seemed unpopular with men when I chose Kagura-san. This boy had just earlier said such spiteful things to me, but now he was acting like nothing happened. However, as soon as he noticed that Takao-san was here, something in his eyes changed. What are you doing here, Takao-san? What, you ask? Of course, something interesting. With his beautifully alluring face, Takao-san narrowed his eyes and gloated. We didn't do anything. This lady here, see? She remembered my name, you know. Yes, I did, but... Then try to answer my question. Do you know his name? He's the apprentice of a gentleman, you know. I should know it. My memory from before, if I could just reel it in. But what was his name? You see? She remembered my name, but doesn't remember your name. That shows what kind of gentleman you are, Kagura. So what? It's not like that will inconvenience me. Well then, Takao-san, since I'm here, please leave the room already. You're a tough little brat. But Takao-san continued to stay in the room. But, well, why are you in such a rush to chase me out? No matter what you say, Kagura is still lower ranking than me. As a higher ranking gentleman, I'm offering to entertain the client before Kagura comes, okay? So you should appreciate that. Your misguidance is troubling. Kagura-san is a top-level gentleman for this shop just as much as you are, so he doesn't need your help at all. Please return to your room in good conscience. You're always saying such hateful things, and that's why you'll never become a fully fledged gentleman. How much longer will they continue arguing for? As I wondered that, that's enough. I heard a voice from beyond the door, followed by the door opening. Right there was Kagura-san. Sorry to keep you waiting. I am Kagura. Nice to meet you. When I said that, Kagura-san politely bowed. Seeing this polite manner of his made me think that my greeting to him was pretty dumb, so I became embarrassed. And as Kagura-san lifted his head, he glared fiercely at Takao-san. Well, I'm going to get going then. Sorry to interrupt, cute miss. To finish, Takao-san came straight to me and peered at my face, and then he left the room. Kagura-san gave him a stern look as he did this. After making sure that Takao-san left the room, Kagura-san sat down right next to me and bowed. Sorry for our Takao's rude behavior. Huh? Lift your head. You don't need to apologize for that. For him to bow to me so readily actually made me confused. So, do you forgive me? Of course. It's not your fault at all, Kagura-san. She's right. It's Takao-san's fault. Why do you need to lower your head in apology, Kagura-san? Kagura-san made a frustrated face and bit his lips. I'm really not bothered by it at all, so... As I said that again, Kagura-san slowly lifted his head. Thank you. Well then, shall we begin the banquet? Yes, of course. The air in the room finally calmed down. Drinks were drunk and songs were sung, and a most dazzling banquet was arranged for me. A spread of rare dishes and delicious sake were laid out on the tray before me. Young gentlemen entertainers sang and danced for me. Never before had I seen a world as gorgeous as this. I could just about imagine this place to be paradise. That's how dreamlike this place was. As I thought that, my eyes met Kagura-san's. When our eyes met, he immediately poured sake into my glass. I guess he thought I was pressing him to do so. All that happened was that our eyes met, but I was captivated by his quick and deft movements. I think I've had enough sake. So, you will not be drinking anymore? If you don't find this sake to your liking, I can replace with something else. No, not at all. Delicious sake. I'm just not very used to drinking. Well then, I will not impose anything on you. For this time, which you have purchased, I will have to entertain you by other means. What else do you desire? Delicious meals, dancing, singing, or... As he said that, Kagura-san lifted his slightly downturned face and finally looked at me. Would you like to head to bed as soon as possible? You may say so without hesitation. Huh? That means... I guess that's how it is for all women who have come here. They came and paid much money for that purpose. But I started to regret the fact that I sat here without that in mind. Is there something wrong? Is it that I am not to your satisfaction? No, not at all. You're such a wonderful man, Kagura-san. So I actually feel like you're wasted on someone like me. His eyes stared at me with a penetrating look. Unable to get used to the penetration of his look, my breathing became labored. After Kagura-san stared at me for a while, he quickly raised his hand to signal for something. And then, well then, allow me to excuse myself. The gentlemen around him each bowed and left the room one by one. Kagura-san? No matter how you look at it, it's about time. The parlor suddenly became bare and quiet. Time for everyone to leave. Well then, this way please. Kagura-san opened a door. And there, beyond the open door, there was a luxurious bed that had been arranged beautifully. My body became stiff from nervousness as I wondered what might happen after this. What should I do? In any case, I need to make some sort of excuse. Well, I don't have money for that. Haven't you already paid for it? There was no point in saying that. So could it be that you said that as an excuse to escape? Uh, um... Then Kagura-san briefly sighed. I won't do anything that you don't like. I have no need to do that. This is the red light district. It is our job to sell dreams. I will only give pleasant dreams to the clients that come here. That is my duty. So then, it wouldn't be a problem if I went back? What Kagura-san was saying made sense to me, so there was no need for me to be nervous. But his eyes really did feel as if they were fiercely penetrating through to my heart. That is up to you. I will not pursue you nor chase you. That's a very cold statement. And his eyes are also very cold. And that also goes for the reverse. I am not moved by money alone. I am fulfilling my personal duty to be honest in my heart. Kagura-san. His eyes were unwavering. Conversely, seeing those eyes of his made my heart sway. What would you like to do? At this point, you can still switch to another gentleman. It pained me to hear him say that. I wanted to know more about him. I wanted to know the world captured in his eyes and his unshaken spirit. I thought that I wanted to see these things together. No, I will not change my choice. I will never do that. Chapter 2. A Gentleman of the Night. Why are you being so serious? Kagura-san kept calm to the end. He talked back to me with an indifferent tone when I said that I'll never change my choice. There are clients that say they don't like me. They said that they don't like a guy who isn't talkative. If I don't flirt with them, they question why they came here. I understand why they feel that way. But there are also some clients that like me this way. I wonder why. But despite him saying it in a very calm manner, it made me feel a sharp pain in my heart. You came all this way to the red light district, so you should let loose a little more. You don't have any reason to be on your best behavior in a place like this. His glare was still cold. It's not like I'm trying to be on my best behavior. So you're just not used to this place? Kagura-san cocked his head to the side while keeping his indifferent expression. It may be because I'm not used to this kind of place. And perhaps it's because I didn't prepare myself for this. I just came here on an errand. And Aroha-san had just invited me to a banquet, so I didn't prepare anything for this. I see. Kagura-san looked down as if he had said that. Well then, I would like to reconfirm. Are you saying that you have no intention for your skin to lay upon mine tonight? Yes. So for tonight, what would you like to do tonight? Kagura-san tried to probe my feelings with his sharp gaze. I will only commit with someone who I truly love. Who you truly love? Yes, someone who I don't mind losing everything for. That's how much we'll love each other. We'll love each other more than anything else. And when we feel that our feelings alone are just not enough, that's when we will unite as one. I think this is the way to commit with someone who I truly love. Before I knew it, I had been really putting emphasis on this. To someone who was doing the exact opposite as his job. I may have offended him. Kagura-san listened intently to what I was saying without once changing his expression. So... I would like to go back home tonight. Would saying that to him so directly cut us off from each other in the future? No, but for some reason I didn't feel like that would happen. Kagura-san, thank you very much for today. I bowed deeply to Kagura-san. I didn't know the cherry blossoms bloom so beautifully and fascinatingly at night. In the daytime, they were just gorgeous. They would sometimes look like cute hair ornaments for children. But the cherry blossoms at night, especially here in Yoshiwara, they emitted an eerie glamour. Kagura-san told me to check out the town of Yoshiwara at this time with my own eyes. He told me that, but... Kagura-san, thank you for going out of your way to send me off. Thieves sometimes appear around here. It's dangerous for you to walk around at night. I know. I'm sorry to take up your time. No, it's fine. I started to regret staying for such a long time. We finally arrived at the gate. But... Huh? The gate is closed? Just as I thought. You didn't know that there's a closing time, did you? Kagura-san, you knew that? You should have told me that. Even if I did tell you, I don't think that you would have accepted that. Sometimes it's better to confirm things with your own eyes. That may be true, but so this means that I won't be able to go back tonight, right? You could say it would be safer not to go back tonight. If you would like to go back and forth along a dangerous road at night, I won't stop you. I will let you decide if you will be going back to my room or not. If you're a smart woman, then I guess the answer is clear, though. The way he said that was kind of mean. But it looked like there was my only choice tonight. There was nothing that could be done with the gate being closed, so I went back to Kagura-san's room. I didn't expect that I would be returning once more to this gorgeous room. But the warmth of people had already vanished from this room. It was glamorous, yet shady. Luxurious, yet somewhat sad. Originally, this was a place where people would desire, take, and crave each other. But with the feeling that this purpose had not been fulfilled, air in this room felt very cold. It has become quite cold. While saying that, Kagura-san was skillfully making the bed. As you can see, only one bed has been prepared. Well then, what will you do? How will I spend my night in this room? My mind overreacted to this one question. I chose my words carefully to answer him. I want to take a rest in this room tonight. For some reason, I feel very tired today. Well then, I will let you do that. A gentleman's job is to give the client what they desire. Since you said that you just want to take a rest, I will follow that. Do you always serve clients like this, Kagura-san? What do you mean, like this? I mean, are you always obedient to what the client asks of you? Of course not. I have my self-respect as a man and feelings that money can never buy. But as I am working here, I also have a pride in this job, too. I thought that a gentleman of the night was just a man who entertained and slept with women to make money. I was touched. He was working here with his pride as a man and human being. What happened? You look like you're not all there. You should go to bed soon. It's just that as I listened to your story, I was surprised by the many things I discovered. My story? Kagura-san furrowed his brow into what appeared to be a profoundly puzzled expression. Yes, you live in a world that I've never known before, Kagura-san. So you have a very different set of values and your own strong beliefs. To me, it's dazzling. As I said that, Kagura-san then seemed surprised and made a strange face. Have I said something rude? No. I've never met a girl who has spoken to me with such an innocent face like yours. How long have you come to survive this long, being that vulnerable? Are you being sarcastic? If I was being sarcastic, I would say it with more indifference. So, to me, you are also dazzling. My heartbeat suddenly began to beat faster. His strong glance stared at me like I really was dazzling. All the clients who come here might say that was a trick to charm you. As he said that, Kagura-san quietly approached me. Then he pulled my hand. Kagura-san? Is this what it feels like to have my heart jump out from my mouth with surprise? I felt strangely nervous and thirsty. But when I thought that I wanted to touch your cheeks, I was unsure what excuse I could use. Even if I said it's not a trick, who would actually believe me? Kagura-san gently narrowed his eyes and looked up at me. Ever so quietly, the palms of his hands extended out to my cheeks. I should have not wanted him to do anything. But somehow, I was waiting for the palms of his hands to reach my cheeks. Is it okay? Is it okay for me to surrender to him like this? I need to calm down. Kagura-san, wait. Please, stop. I struggled to say something that wasn't in my heart to say. Unable to bear it any longer, I turned my eyes down away from him and said it. If that is what you desire. After a while, I heard Kagura-san's voice. The strength in his hand that had grabbed me quietly loosened. It seems that I'm not acting like myself tonight. He sighed in a slightly self-deprecating manner and whispered, though it's rare, perhaps I have become drunk. And then he kept quiet for a while. It appeared that he was thinking about something. As for me, the inside of my head felt confused. My heart continued to beat intensely and it was difficult to breathe. After that, Kagura-san silently took away the tray with the sake on it. Then he brought it next to the bed and put it down neatly. I want to talk to you tonight. Will you keep me company? Huh? I honestly didn't expect him to say something like that, so I was really surprised. They say that the women on this island naturally become strong. You are an exception, but your strength is very attractive. Kagura-san gave me a cup. I naturally took the glass in my hand as it was given to me, and he poured sake to the brim of the cup. Don't worry, I'm not going to seduce you. I just want to get to know you more. It's the same as one's studies. You've piqued my interest, so I want to know more. That's all. Kagura-san's eyes were shining. He poured sake into his cup, raised it up a bit in display, and then swiftly downed it. He looked happy. Seeing that face of his removed any suspicions that I had about him. Well then, bottoms up. I drank the sake that he poured into my cup. I'm not a very strong drinker, and I'm not used to drinking like Kagura-san is. But maybe, because Kagura-san opened his heart a little, I felt the sake's flavor melting into my heart. Since you walked to the gate before, you may have sobered up by now. You should get used to sake little by little. Okay. Kagura-san smiled at me a little. It was different from his previous smiles. It had a gentle and sad feeling. If I said that it's not a trick, then I guess that would mean he seduced women with his natural-born talents, wouldn't it? It's actually scary, but it might be the reason that he is able to survive in Yoshiwara as a gentleman. You should stretch your legs out. Didn't you say you were tired? He said so as he poured sake into my cup. I felt uncomfortable for some reason, so I sat down quietly on the corner of his glamorous bed. Okay, just a little. Don't worry, I'm not going to do anything. Yes. You were so vulnerable, and then you were really cautious. What a mysterious person. I'm normal. You are the one who's mysterious, Kagura-san. So I guess we're both new to each other. That's true. At least for me, that is. So, what are you interested in? For some good conversation to go with our sake, I think that we should talk about something that you are interested in. Something that I'm interested in. I guess I'm interested in you, Kagura-san. So I want to talk about something that you like. What I said might have been unexpected to Kagura-san, so he blinked his eyes. Are you trying to make me fall for you? Huh? I had set no such intention to do that. Now it was my turn to blink my eyes. I get more and more confused about you. You told me not to lay my hands on you, but then you also said you were interested in me. Kagura-san looked troubled and knitted his brow. Have I troubled you? No, but if I talk about what I'm interested in, you may find it boring. Oh, no, not at all. I asserted as much, but then I will talk to you about a field that I've put most of my effort into. Is that okay for you? Yes, I'm looking forward to hearing it. I've been studying Western studies from a Westerner. It's actually quite interesting to me. But there are some questions as to how it will help me entertain clients. That's what Oroha-san and all the other gentlemen said to me. But that's not what it's about for me. To start, human beings are creatures that have a desire to improve and grow themselves. I really didn't expect him to talk about studies. This is the red light district. So, I guess I was expecting something a little less dull. Of course, I didn't understand anything about his studies. I guess I was also tired from this hectic day. So before I knew it, I fell asleep. Chapter 3. The Man That Moves My Heart. The next morning, I was greeted by the bright break of dawn. As soon as I awoke, the sight of the ornate ceiling jumped into my vision. That's right. I fell asleep last night while listening to Kagura-san's story. I quietly got my body up out of bed. But the person that was supposed to be sleeping next to me wasn't there. Kagura-san? The bed was completely empty. The sun had just started to rise. What's the meaning of spending time with each other? Kagura-san couldn't find anything to say and just stared at me. We didn't say anything to each other for a while. Has there ever been a time where two people spent time together and felt as suffocating and impatient as it did now? Kagura-san, I've inconvenienced you, haven't I? Kagura-san's face moved into an expression that seemed to ask me, what do you mean? Have I inconvenienced you by coming to see you like this? There is no gentleman who would find it an inconvenience to be visited and chosen by client. I'm not looking for that kind of answer. I want to know what you're thinking, Kagura-san. Then the room fell silent once again. But this time, Kagura-san immediately directed his strong gaze at me. I didn't expect you to come back here again. I didn't expect that a completely innocent lady like you would come back to the red light district. From my perspective, you also don't seem to fit in with the red light district. When I said that, his face winced with surprise, and then he looked at me. Are you saying it would be a better fit for someone like me to challenge a fencing school? No, I didn't mean that. Kagura-san's sharp gaze inadvertently made my words get caught up in my throat. But I tried to continue talking to him. This is my own impudent preconception, but I thought that there are only ladies' men in the red light district. So what am I then? When he asked me, it was really difficult to describe to him in one word. After much thought, I said, Kagura-san is Kagura-san. The answer that I came to was rather dumb. Kagura-san looked at me with an incredulous look on his face. I'm sorry. But, while feeling small, I heard a chuckle next to me. Huh? Kagura-san was laughing. Furthermore, he was laughing loudly, and with pleasure. Kagura-san? I'm sorry. You're right, I couldn't be anyone else but me. But I didn't expect that you would be the one to explain that to me. It would appear that before I could find out how to entertain you, you have already entertained me. I wasn't trying that at all. But seeing Kagura-san's laugh bloom with such enjoyment before my very own eyes made me feel relieved. The uncomfortableness that previously filled the room cleared away as if it never existed at all. Well then, what do you desire from me tonight? What do I desire? This was another difficult question. So, for tonight, I want to talk to you like last time. Is that so? Do you remember our promise from when we said goodbye to each other? I said that I would like to hear your story too next time. Of course. I started to feel excited, but held those feelings back. I remember what you said when we said goodbye to each other, but I can't talk about something great like Kagura-san. I would hate for him to think that I'm unlearned and for him to find me boring. Why was I trying to show off? It's weird. I'm not asking you to give a lecture. I just want to know what you like and what you don't like, because I want to know you more. If that's what he wants, then me too. I want to know him more too. Then suddenly he stretched his arms out to me. As soon as I noticed, my body instantly wrapped itself up in Kagura-san's arms. This is the quickest way for a man and a woman to get to know each other better. I will ask your skin while also asking those lips of yours. As he said that, he softly stroked my cheeks and traced my lips. I got goosebumps all over my body. I felt like all my blood had boiled up and was coursing through my body. I didn't mean that. I know. I tried to resist, but the truth is that I felt happy in his arms. This place felt lovely to me. I won't do anything that you don't like, but won't you allow me to talk to you as I hold you like this? Kagura-san's fingers slowly and neatly combed through my hair. Even though my whole body pulsated like it had become my heart, I felt a sense of peace in this place. What would you like me to talk about? Talk about a time that you felt happy. I'm happy right now. I stored that feeling in my heart and talked about a story from my childhood. Kagura-san's chest was very wide and warm, and it made me talkative. I want to stay here with him like this forever. While wishing that, I grew tired of talking that evening and fell asleep. That night, Kagura-san and I slept together in the same bed. Please talk to me again. Talk to me about something that you like, Kagura-san. Then, I'm going to talk about Western studies again, if that's alright. To be honest, I want to hear more about himself, but yes, please tell me about it. His story about Western studies was difficult, so of course I couldn't really understand. Kagura-san put his arms out from the bed and painted images in the air to explain to me. It showed how much he admired Western studies. It was quite clear that it was something he studied every day. In Yoshiwara, all by himself. The fact that there was a gentleman talking about the studies of the far-off country of Holland was something that I wanted to firmly keep in my memory, even if I'm the only one who would know it. That's what I thought. When I awoke the next morning, as expected, Kagura-san wasn't there. I wondered if he was working hard at morning practice again today, so I decided to make my way to Inari Shrine. I heard the sounds of a bamboo sword cutting through the air. There he was, just as I had expected. Alone in the deserted shrine. His sharp eyes and glimmering sweat. Like last time, it was still very difficult to approach him looking like he did. He looked beautiful. His movements were flawless. He wielded his sword with fluid motions. Only this place, it was like a different world that was cut from some other place. I tried to find a good time to start talking to him. Good morning. When Kagura-san put his hands down from his swing to catch his breath, I started to talk to him. You came, huh? Unsurprised, Kagura-san turned to me with a nonchalant look on his face. His brow was lightly coated in sweat. You are training so passionately early in the morning. Please use this if you'd like. I smiled as I handed him a hand towel. Though looking bewildered for a brief moment, Kagura-san accepted the towel from me. You always train together with Kagura-san, don't you? No, we often do, but not always. Oh really? What about today? Aroha-san asked Kagura to do some errands early this morning. So Kagura-san won't come here today. If it's just the two of us, then there's actually something that I wanted to try. Kagura-san? Would it be okay if I tried holding a bamboo sword too? He directed a puzzled look at me. Perhaps it was impossible for me? Even though it's unladylike, I wanted to try holding a bamboo sword and practicing with it. Are you interested in this? Yes, but if it's impossible, then I'm fine. You can try swinging it. It will calm your mind. Are you sure about this? I don't recall refusing you, did I? After saying that, he had me grip the bamboo sword. And this is how you grip a sword. Tighten your armpits a little more. Yes. What's this? As I held the bamboo sword from behind me, Kagura-san put both of his hands on the bamboo sword that I gripped and began to guide my swing. Yes, that's it, and you should open your stance about half a step more. He quickly put his leg in between mine from behind to spread my legs. I knew that he was doing this to teach me the proper width of my stance. But this made me swell up with shame and anxiety. My heart beat loudly and my hands were sweaty as they gripped the bamboo sword. Then you bring the bamboo sword up like this. Kagura-san's hot breath fell upon me. He smelled vaguely of sweatness and his breathing was a little faster than normal. It was my first time getting this close to a man. Then bring it down with a single quick stroke. The sword, being swung down with great force, caused my body to go slightly off balance. That's why I told you to plant your feet like this. He quickly forced my legs apart again, and this time I let out a scream without a second thought. And then silence fell upon us. What are you getting so loud for? I'm just teaching you. I'm sorry. Perhaps he was taken aback because I made so much noise from such a little thing. What should I say to excuse myself? take care of the rest. I'll try it on my own. Well, then I'll watch. Kagura-san separated his body from me and gave me some distance. My back suddenly felt cooler. The heat that covered my back before, that body heat that I felt before. What was that? What could be the name of that urge that led me back to Yoshiwara again? What could it be? Suddenly, I remembered the events of the day when I first came to Yoshiwara, here in Inari Shrine. This is where I discovered the couple who were going to run off together. Could the passion that I felt that time be what I feel inside myself right now? Hey, Kagura-san, what do you think about running away? Running away? Kagura-san stared at me with a severe look on his face. I knew that the fact that I helped to run away is something that I shouldn't be revealing to people, but I wanted to talk to Kagura-san about what happened the other day. And I wanted to express this burning feeling within my heart, even if just a little. It happened on the day I first came to Yoshiwara. It was when I happened to pass by this place, Inari Shrine. I met a couple that were about to run away. Kagura-san's face quickly turned pale. Running away is a serious crime. If I have aided this serious crime, I, too, would be accused of the crime. That much I knew. You're telling me this even knowing where we are right now? With a severe look on his face, Kagura-san lowered his voice and said that. I know. But right now, it's just you and me here, right, Kagura-san? After I said that, Kagura-san's face grew even more severe, and he then stared at me. Do you think it's okay to trust me so easily? The way I heard, it was like he was telling me to not trust him. I trust you. I stared straight into his eyes and answered him like that. Kagura-san didn't say anything. And while keeping silent, he stared back at me as if trying to find out my true intentions. But you don't know if someone could have been listening to us somewhere. So don't say thoughtless things. I know. But Kagura-san, you won't do anything to betray me, will you? When I said that, Kagura-san briefly sighed in resignation and then relaxed his expression. I have no need to betray you, but you are too naive. Here in Yoshiwara, that is a forbidden topic. Don't ever talk about it here again. And you didn't just see them, you helped them? You didn't say that, did you? I couldn't even respond to that. I didn't expect him to admonish me so much. But Kagura-san took my silence as a yes and then frowned. Why would you do such a thing? I followed what I felt and what I thought. So you're what they call a sheltered princess, huh? You are way too naive. If you want to carry out your own sense of justice and values, you also need to get more experience. His terribly cold manner of speech made me sad. As I hung my head in sadness, Kagura-san's hand gently stroked my hair. Surprised by this, I lifted my head. I'm telling you this because I'm worried about you. Swear to me that you won't talk about it ever again. I felt like I had seen a flicker of kindness deep inside his piercing eyes. His hand that combed my hair was very gentle and moved smoothly. I swear. It seemed like he was trying to console my sad feelings and warm me up. Despite having felt that he was so cold and scary, I was surprised that he could console people like this. That innocent heart of yours. There may be people who want to defile it. Huh? Well, you should watch out. If it wasn't me that you talked to, you could have been in big trouble. You could have been taken and accused of aiding and abetting. They could have extorted money from you. They could have even asked you for enough money to pay for their freedom. And if you couldn't pay for it, you might have to work as a servant in Yoshiwara. You have no idea just how severe, merciless, and relentless people can be. You could only say the things that you did because you're completely ignorant of all that. I felt a chill run down my spine. I'm sorry, that really was thoughtless of me. If you understand it, then it's fine. Kagura-san's hand that had been stroking my hair for some time slipped away from me. I felt reluctant to part from him. I wished that he would make me warm and comfort me more. He was really worried about me. With his terrifyingly severe expression, Kagura-san taught me something. He taught me how short-sighted I was. He taught me that so that I could protect myself. And I'm telling you, just as a reminder, running away is a very serious crime. If they are caught, then their lives cannot be guaranteed. It's that serious? The punishment is so harsh, I can't talk about it in front of women. Running away is the same as risking your life. Running away is risking your life. Do you think that is love? Do you think that it could be true love? As Kagura-san asked me these questions, his face appeared to become somewhat clouded. Maybe I was seeing things, but the strength that Kagura-san always had was gone. I don't know that yet, but love means something different for each person. Isn't it ideal that everyone can protect their own love in their own way? Kagura-san chuckled. You said that like you're well versed in the subject. You haven't even experienced temporary love, have you? Then why don't you try to dream more? Women visit the red light district for their dreams. Why don't you do the same? Kagura-san? Why was he so frustrated? I'm sorry. Kagura-san quickly looked away from me and murmured, Everyone starts to fall in love, understanding all too well that this is just temporary love. What would happen if I really became infatuated with a woman? It appears that I sometimes lose myself when I'm talking to you. Kagura-san's suffering eyes penetrated my heart. I felt painful. What is this painful feeling? When I'm with Kagura-san, I question myself many times. What do I feel about him? And what do I want from him? I couldn't discern if this was temporary or real. There was nothing I could say to being called a naive lady who knew nothing of the world. So I stared straight back at Kagura-san. We've talked for too long. Let's go back. Yes. Kagura-san slowly veered his eyes away from me. Kagura-san, haven't you ever fallen in love? Huh? Kagura-san suddenly stopped preparing himself to go back. Did I say something that I shouldn't have? The men of the red light district fall in love with the women who has bought them on that day. That's not what I was trying to ask him. But his appearance seemed to relay that he didn't want me to ask him any more than that. I couldn't say anything to Kagura-san in his current state. So, like the women who visit red light district for their dreams. Do you have any dreams, Kagura-san? You've been studying and training with your sword so passionately. You must certainly have something in mind, don't you? But he turned his face down as if to refuse my question. I don't have any dreams. There can't be any men on this island who have dreams. What do you... Let's go back. It's about time for breakfast. It's best if you eat and leave. Why? Why has he concealed what lies in his heart? Perhaps it couldn't be helped from Kagura-san since he works in Yoshiwara. My heart aches so much. I thought that Kagura-san, of all people, would be someone who really had a dream. Chapter 6. At the Interval. Misao, how could you do that again? I'm sorry. Oh, that's right, Mother. I'll organize these packages. Well, I would like you to do that, but that's not what I'm talking about. And I'll do the bookkeeping, too. So you should have a cup of tea and rest for a bit. Misao! Oh, I'm just so busy. I pushed my mother, who looked like she still had more words, into the room and went about my work. When I came back from Yoshiwara this morning, as expected, my mother scolded me. Though I expected that, all I can do was just evade her like this. On this island, almost all women visit the red light district when they become adults. I heard that the mainland has no such custom. But I was taught that this is inevitable, given that no men are born on this island. I continued working while thinking that when... Oh, there's a letter among the packages. I tried to take out the letter that had found its way among the packages. When I saw the name on the letter's sender, I instantly stopped what I was doing and shouted, Ah! It's from Genemon-san! Genemon-san. Genemon Haraga is my favorite uncle. Ever since I was little, he would treat me very well. He traveled around the country and would always tell me stories of the world was unknown to me. Genemon-san's trading business was pretty big. He traded rare products from east and west and wondrous items overseas. He knew everything. I was also surprised to know that he had some connection with top government officials. On that subject, in Kikuya, everyone thought I was Genemon-san's daughter. And because of that, I've been able to see Kagura-san. So I must be thankful. In the letter from Genemon-san, Mother, it seems that Uncle Genemon will come soon. Wow! I told my mother to take a break, but she left the shop after being surprised by my voice. My mother also appeared to be thrilled that Uncle Genemon was coming for the first time in ages. Of course, I'm very happy too. Uncle Genemon always got me excited, because he always showed up expensive, rare, and much coveted items. They were all items that we were eager to have. Then a thought suddenly came across my mind. I wonder if he'll bring a beautiful kimono? Something that would allow me to hold my own, even in Yoshiwara. I'd like to wear it and meet Kagura-san again. I thought such things. And again, I looked up at the cherry blossoms on the main street. I wonder how many times have I come here already? Helping my family business, studying bookkeeping, helping with cooking and sewing, only for a moment I would escape from this healthy, everyday life under the sun, to come to Yoshiwara, where the light shines like a light trap. There are women who are looking for love. There are women who are crazy for love. There are women who indulge themselves in desire. I came here many times, but I still haven't really bought a man. Even I said something like that. Who would believe me? I just have someone that I want to see. I want to see him. I want to see him. I couldn't think about what would happen in the future. I just really want to see him. That's the only reason that I came here again today. When I came in front of Kikuya, I heard people arguing. The tone of their voice, whether I wanted to know that or not, told me that it was unsettled. It must be Kagura and Takao. Tokiwa-san! Before I knew it, Tokiwa-san was standing behind me. They seem to be having an interesting conversation, aren't they? What are you going to do, Misao? It doesn't sound like a good atmosphere, so are you going to eavesdrop in on them? I'm not interested in eavesdropping like that. After saying that, I tried to go inside. You'd better wait here. It doesn't sound peaceful, so why don't we wait here for a while? After Tokiwa-san said so, he pushed me into a shaded area. This is sure to be an interesting show from here on out. A vicious argument between Kagura-san and Takao-san. Tokiwa-san and I watched them from the shaded area. What a strange situation we've created. I don't like a single thing about you. You act like you have room to spare, but that's only for now. Just what are you getting so upset about? Stop acting like you don't know. You're the smart guy. It's not like you can't figure out what's on my mind. Though I do work hard in my studies, the human mind is immeasurable. As always, you're an unlikable guy. I'm not interested in being likable to guys. Me neither, but could you stop jerking me around? The number one gentleman in this shop is me, Takao-sama. You put me, Takao-sama, aside to get your hands on some rich lady. You've got some nerve. I don't know which rich lady you are talking about. Not one of my clients are of questionable lineage or class. As I listened to their argument, I just couldn't help but feel restless. So much so that I wanted to jump in and stop them. Tokiwa-san snickered quietly next to me. You're trying to throw me off by saying stuff like that, aren't you? I'm not that patient. The person I'm talking about now is Misao. What? Tokiwa-san covered my mouth as I began to shout out in surprise. That was close. It looks like they didn't notice anything. Be quiet, or we'll be found out for sure. Tokiwa-san's hand was on my lips. I wanted him to remove his hand as soon as possible, so I nodded many times. Every client has different tastes. You and I are totally different from each other. What's the meaning of getting jealous? Jealous? Don't make me laugh. That lady just doesn't understand what a real man should be. What are you trying to say? Who is the man she really wants to pay for? Who is the man she really wants to be loved by? I will make her understand that. Do you understand? That also depends on the person. So it's okay then? I can have Misao? It's okay if I completely take her body as well as her mind and make her crazy about me, right? My heart beat loudly. I felt like it was going to burst. Until a moment ago, I thought that I wanted to stop their argument. But now all I could think of was just hiding myself and shrinking away. Kagura-san, I won't stop you. I heard the sound of someone's footsteps walking away from there. Perhaps it was Kagura-san's. I could hear the sound of those footsteps walk down the hall in a quiet and orderly manner. I bit my lip tightly. As expected, Kagura-san is a man that paints the picture of being cool and collected. The sound of Tokiwa-san's impressed voice became distant. I guess I was just another client for Kagura-san. It's not like I didn't understand that, but why did I feel so disappointed now? You poor girl. You fell in love with such a cold man. Fell in love? Oh, was I wrong? I'm not wrong, am I? There's nothing wrong with my judgment. Perhaps I really have fallen in love with him. But what good will come out of saying that now? Well, there's no need to make such a sad face. When he sees you tonight, he'll give you plenty of love. That's what a gentleman of the night does. Tokiwa-san lightly stroked my head with his hand, and I suddenly felt like I was about to cry. How pathetic it is. Falling in love with someone means becoming so weak and pathetic. Hey, go to him and be loved by him. Takao may try to get in your way, though. With a mischievous look on his face, Tokiwa-san smiled at me and pushed my back. Thank you. And that's how today I once again passed through the entrance of Kikuya. I waited by myself for Kagura-san in the parlor room. I wanted to wait for him quietly, so I asked Aroha-san to clear people away from the room. In this completely quiet room, nothing made a sound. Even though I wasn't trying to listen in, I could hear the voices of joy from the other rooms. I said I wanted to wait quietly, but as I recalled the conversation between Takao-san and Kagura-san before, I just couldn't keep myself calm, and it also made me sad. Just then, I heard footsteps walking down the hallway and my body went stiff. But, you look bored, Misao. The person who came into the parlor room wasn't Kagura-san. It was Takao-san. Why are you here? Well, why am I here? I smelled something nice and just strolled on by. You smelled something nice? Yeah, your nice smell was drifting through the hallway. Mind if I sit next to you? He said that to me without any shyness or hesitation. This is a courtesan, the #1 gentleman in Kikuya. He had lively eyes and an alluring smile. He possessed a strong charm that seemed like it could instantly capture someone's heart. Yes, I do mind. Oh, why is that? Instead, I should ask you why you think it's okay to sit next to me. Because it's me. While saying something like this, he came into the room, and he quickly sat down next to me. I should pour sake for you. You might feel lonely drinking all by yourself, no? Takao-san gave me a cup and poured sake into it. He moved so quickly that I couldn't reject it. Drink it up all at once. A woman's skin after drinking sake is as beautiful as a blooming flower. What, didn't Kagura say things like this? Kagura-san didn't say anything like that. But it doesn't make you feel bad when someone says that to you, does it? It does make me feel bad. Oh, I'm sorry. But I want to see pink flowers blooming on your skin. How beautiful it would be. Just thinking about it makes me feel crazy. He put his hand over my hand that was holding my cup. A shudder came across my hand. But Takao-san guided my hand to calm me down. He guided my cup to my mouth. Sake flowed into my mouth. The hot sake moistened my throat and made my heartbeat increase in speed. Then Takao-san slowly moved his face in close to mine. You have such appetizing lips. I couldn't say anything. How should I react at a time like this? Is this how all women fell into the arms of a man? Takao-san's clear eyes caught me. And just then, sorry to keep you waiting. The sliding door was opened quickly. Kagura-san and Kaguro-san were sitting down, bowing. I rushed to spring back from Takao-san, but it was clear to see what was about to happen between us. Why is Takao-san here? You guys came early. Kaguro-san and Kagura-san looked dazed, and Takao-san looked triumphant. The inside of my head was mixed up with all kinds of thoughts. Chapter 7. The Passionate Kiss. It was like he had cast a strange spell on me. Takao wooed me, but to be honest, I could have escaped from him. But I didn't. Why are you here, Takao-san? Could you explain this? I couldn't bring myself to look at Kaguro-san and Kagura-san's faces directly. Though I didn't really do anything, a sense of guilt spread through my heart. Do you really need an explanation? I got permission, so I came here to take her. Is there a problem with that? Of course there is. Why wouldn't there be? But she wanted this too, so there's no longer any problem, is there? What is he saying? My entire body felt hot with embarrassment and anger. I could feel Kagura-san's glance penetrating me, but I couldn't look into his eyes. Doing something like that would only prove to make the situation worse than it needs to be. I already knew that, but... In any case, I want you to leave for today. Kagura-san's low, frightful voice echoed throughout the room. For today, eh? I can't stand that calm attitude of yours. Takao-san glanced at Kagura-san with a look of aggravation, and waving his robe, he left the room. After that, the room fell into an uncomfortable silence. I have to say something. I rushed to find something to say. Thank you for helping me. After much thought on what it is I should be saying, I thought that it couldn't hurt to thank him. How shameless you are to say that. Anyway, go to the room, Kagura. You can leave now. Oh. After saying just that, he quickly turned his back to me. I rushed to chase his back. Following Kagura-san, I then came into the room. As soon as I did, he pulled my arm strongly and I toppled over into the bed. Why won't you say it? His usual cold and unemotional face was terrifyingly colder than ever before. Kagura-san looked down at me as I fell into the bed. What are you talking about? Why won't you say that you want me to sleep with you? No, you've got it wrong. Because you wanted to sleep with Takao? No, I don't want to, Kagura-san. I don't want something like that. I frantically made excuses, but Kagura-san didn't change his expression at all. On the contrary, he slowly crept closer to me. As he did this, a sense of fear slowly rose up in me. Kagura-san. Then why did you kiss Takao? Was it because you weren't satisfied with me? As soon as he finished saying that, he pulled my arm and with great force brought my body up out of the bed, and the momentum brought on by this forced me to kiss him. He strongly and forcibly pressed his lips onto mine, but his lips were very soft and hard. He continued by then sucking my lips, ever so strongly, and yet for some odd reason there was something gentle about this. I was confused, nervous, and my heartbeat was increasing its speed. At the same time, my temperature kept rising. No. Kagura-san's big hands covered my head completely, and with my head fixed in that position, I was unable to escape. That's right. Gripped like this, firmly pinned down, escape was impossible. Takao-san never held me down like this. Tears started to well up in the corners of my eyes. Meanwhile, Kagura-san's tongue parted my lips open and invaded my mouth. It felt up the inside of my mouth. That writhing creature was searching for my tongue. Why? He was doing this by force, but, as if being controlled, a flame was being stirred at the core of my body, and I clung to Kagura-san and felt compelled to give my tongue to him. But then, Kagura-san's movement suddenly came to a stop, and he slowly separated his lips away from mine. And he looked at me with a terribly sad face, one that I've never seen before. I'm sorry. His eyes shook with unease and he looked away from me. Kagura-san? Did you forget about it? Forget about what? What I did just now. Was he asking me to forget the kiss from before? Okay, if you really want me to do that. Both of our eyes shook with sadness. There's no way that I could forget such things. What happened to me? I just wanted to erase Takao's kiss. Isn't it laughable? With a self-deprecating air, a smile came across Kagura-san's lips. Am I not just another client for Kagura-san? Maybe he got angry because one of his clients was about to be taken by other gentlemen. I don't know. I don't know what part of you is the true Kagura-san. To be honest, I heard it when I came here today. I heard you and Takao-san arguing. The expression on Kagura-san's face turned severe. Kagura-san, you said it was okay for him to take me, but a moment ago you did something to show your jealousy. Which is the true Kagura-san? Which Kagura-san should I believe? A single tear rolled down my cheek. Kagura-san tried to extend his hand toward my cheek, but he stopped in the middle of doing this. Won't you believe me? I do believe you. But you believe Takao-san and I kissed. You believe what Takao-san said, not me. No, it's not like that. You're lying. Then, at last, Kagura-san's hand touched my cheek. My heart immediately ached and became hot. I instantly knew that I wanted the warm palm of his hand to cover my cheek. You're the first woman to put me in a corner like this. I could see myself reflected in Kagura-san's sad eyes. I was painfully bound by his eyes. We didn't exchange any promises, and on top of that, this is a place to sell love and desire. It's not all that strange that we can't believe each other. But in front of you, does this sound like just an excuse? Was he asking me? Or Was he trying to tell both of us? The hot palm of Kagura-san's hand stroked my cheek. What should I believe? I gave him the same question. Kagura-san's hand came down off of my cheek, and then covered my neck. Believe that I care about you. Really? Perhaps he noticed my doubt. This is the truth. Kagura-san said it with emphasis, and he held me tightly. Kagura-san? While holding me, Kagura-san pressed his lips on my neck. Surprised by this, a shudder came across my body. Kagura-san then began to kiss my neck over and over again. I twisted my body from embarrassment and the ticklish feeling it gave me, but Kagura-san wouldn't stop. After that, he traced my clavicle with his tongue. No. Without thinking, I pushed Kagura-san's body away. Then, Kagura-san's movements finally stopped. What's wrong? He looked at my face with an expression of complete confusion. I can't do this so suddenly. This was a normal and daily occurrence here, but I didn't come to live in this kind of world. I really didn't know what to do. I don't think that it's so sudden. It is sudden, and I didn't come here for that today. Then what did you come here for? I just wanted to know you more, Kagura-san. Know me more? Yes, you're far different from what I imagined a gentleman of the night to be, Kagura-san. I thought that you're very diligent and serious. You're not just all talk, and you are very beautiful. And yet, there's a sadness somewhere in your eyes. So, it makes me want to know you more, Kagura-san. But if I sleep with you, I'll become your client. And maybe I won't be able to talk with you like this anymore. So are you saying you want to know me more before you sleep with me? Yes. Perhaps this idea of mine was selfish of me. Kagura-san looked like he was thinking about something for a while. And soon after, he held me softly and gently. Then he let out a deep sigh. You are a strong lady who can be who you are without indulging in your desire. What? Just as I thought. I've never met a woman like you before. Would you allow me to sleep hugging you like this tonight? He whispered these intimate and sweet words into my ears in between hushed breaths. It made my heart tighten and long for him. Yes, I want to stay like this too. Slowly, I put my hand around his back. That night, we slept together like we were giving our warmth to each other. The next morning, as usual, Kagura-san was training by himself in the morning, and Kagura-san and I were around Kagura-san, both watching him practice. This is the first time that I've seen a lady accompany him to his morning practice. It seemed that Kagura-san didn't like this. Do you hate me, Kagura-san? I reluctantly asked him this question. Kagura-san glanced at me and calmly spoke. It's not a matter of if I like you or hate you. You're just a bit of an eyesore. That seems like hate to me. As long as you don't bring any harm to Kagura-san, then I don't mind at all. But if I ascertain you to be harmful to Kagura-san, I will eliminate you without remorse. Eliminate me? This boy said something like that with not so much as a single change in his expression. I knew he idolized Kagura-san, but this made me feel a little scared. However, it was amazing that he could be so committed. Looking at Kagura-san, it wasn't difficult to understand this feeling. There's no need to be scared, but you can go ahead and consider this a threat. Huh? Which is it? I know that you are not a bad woman, so this is just a warning. If you are the woman that Kagura-san is in love with, I want to support you. But do not take Kagura-san away from me. It sounded like he was challenging me. But Kagura-san's glance as he stared at Kagura-san was very warm. It wasn't like we were rivals for Kagura-san's love. Kagura-san's eyes looked like those of a child who looked up to his parent. He has probably always spent his time with Kagura-san since he was little. It's no wonder that he actually admired him like a parent. Do you miss him? Huh? What are you saying? Your face says it all. That can't be. If Kagura-san will be happy, I will be. Perhaps he really did yearn for Kagura-san from the bottom of his heart. Conversely, I was envious that Kagura-san had someone who cared about him this much. Kagura-san is my idol. If he becomes unhappy, I would be troubled. Because it is my dream to be like him. Dream? Kagura-san said that he didn't have a dream himself. He said that there are no men on this island who have a dream. That's not true. Kagura-san has a dream. Huh? He said it's useless to have a dream. He said that like he was writing it all off. What was that? I thought as I watched Kagura-san, who was swinging his bamboo sword up and down in silence, what is Kagura-san's dream? Chapter 8, The White Daffodil. Kagura-san didn't tell you about his dream, so I guess you still haven't reached that level. Kagura-san voiced an expression of indignation and with a look of triumph pumped out his chest. When I was with him like this, he only spoke ill of me and still acted like a child. When the look of anger came across my face, Kagura-san chuckled. What do you think Kagura-san's dream is? His dream? It might be too typical, but is his dream to pay off all his debt and retire early? When I said that, Kagura-san sighed with disappointment. That's too obvious. More than a dream, that's the heartfelt desire of all gentlemen of the night. A dream is more like, it's different, you know? When he said that, I realized that he was right. And on top of that, we're talking about Kagura-san. If he has a dream, it must be something befitting of him. I think what you're saying might be right. I feel a bit strange about it, but I heard Kagura-san is a very popular gentleman, so his retirement isn't too far off, is it? I asked him with a bit of anticipation. If you could retire that easily on popularity alone, then no one would have to work so hard. We need suitable clothes and must take care of attendants and apprentices who are attached to us. The higher your status, the more money you need. In addition to that, Kagura-san gladly spends money on sword training, calligraphy, and other studies as well as on books. Despite how much of a top-level courtesan he is, it's not easy for him to pay back all his debt. As I listened to what Kagura-san was saying, I was acutely aware how naive my thoughts were. So that's why having someone buy their freedom is a joyous occasion for them? A joyous occasion? Only someone who knew nothing could spout such nonsense. It seems like I've said something thoughtless again. It would be nice to have your freedom bought by someone you love, but having your freedom bought usually means that you'll become a plaything for some rich woman. All it would do is allow him to leave Yoshiwara, but he would then be bound by something else. Oh my. And would it be okay for you if Kagura-san were to have his freedom bought by someone? Kagura-san looked at me with a displeased look on his face. He's right. How could I be any more wrong? Anyway, Kagura-san will never accept an offer to buy his freedom. What? Really? Yes, because Kagura-san's dream is... Kagura-san directed his glance at Kagura-san. His sweat was glistening under the morning sun. It glistened ever so beautifully. To go to the mainland to learn swordsmanship and Western studies and find a job from his studies. As Kagura-san told me that, something in his profile seemed very lonely. For Kagura-san to have such a dream, it warmed the cockles of my heart. I sincerely hoped that his dream would come true. Was there something that I could do to help him achieve that dream? I didn't have money to buy his freedom, but he didn't want that in the first place. Just then, it seemed that Kagura-san finished training and looked in our direction. Kagura-san, have you finished your training for today? Kagura-san gallantly ran towards him. Kagura-san nodded lightly, then he wiped away his sweat and looked at me. I will see you off. It was his parting words for today. In front of Kikuya, I said my goodbyes to Kagura-san. Then I walked towards the gate and at my side was Kagura-san dressed in a robe. We actually kissed and slept holding each other last night. But walking next to Kagura-san like this, that was enough to make me happy. That was how much I loved this person. You're quieter than you usually are, aren't you? Kagura-san smiled at me a little. When I met him for the first time, he was enveloped by such a tense atmosphere that he didn't move his brow one bit. Do you think so? You look very disappointed. Huh? Am I wrong? What keen eyes he has. I'm a little disappointed. Just as I thought. Why? Kagura-san furrowed his brow with worry. I was wondering if there was something that I could do to help you, Kagura-san. Help me? He directed a quizzical gaze at me, but I don't think he would feel too good if he knew that I heard his dream without his permission. Since I came all this way to see you, Kagura-san, I was wondering if there was something that I could do to help you. Normally people just willfully spend a lot of money. Kagura-san said so while looking down at the ground. Yes, I guess so. Perhaps money is necessary, but money can't solve everything. Why does Kagura-san always hide his emotions from me? He always avoids showing me what I want to know. I have absolutely no intention of getting any money out of you. After saying that, Kagura-san looked at me again. You might laugh at me and doubt me for saying this, but I want to spend time with you without things like money. Then Kagura-san said, I plucked it this morning at Inari Shrine. Gripped in his hand was a single white daffodil. The smell of it softly wafted through the air. Is it for me? Is it rude to give you a flower I plucked from a field? No, not at all. I'm happy. I always practice my hardest on mornings after you've come. I feel like you're watching over me, and that somehow makes me surge with energy. And like you, this daffodil that I found blooming this morning was watching over me quietly and gracefully. I couldn't believe that he thought of me like that. I was overcome with happiness and my eyes felt warm with tears. Thank you so much, Kagura-san. I usually don't like to see women crying, but your tears are somehow very touching to me. Kagura-san extended his hand to me, and he quietly touched my cheek. He wiped my tears away from the corners of my eyes and smiled at me. As I tried to hold in my tears and smile back at him, Kagura-san quietly approached me. He took my view so that he was the only thing I could see. And in the moment that followed, I felt a soft warmth on my forehead. A moment later, I realized it was Kagura-san's lips. Those moist and soft lips of his, unknowing of the feeling of reluctance that I felt, quickly separated from me. Please, take this daffodil. With a smile on his face, Kagura-san once again handed me the daffodil. My heart throbbed wildly. I hesitantly put out my hand. Thank you so much. Well, take care. Kagura-san said goodbye to me, like nothing had happened between us. My heart was really shaken up by this, though. Okay, goodbye. I've never felt so reluctant to separate from someone like this. I walked through the gate and looked back at Kagura-san again. Kagura-san was still there, unchanged from before. The morning on which you say goodbye to the one you love is such a sad thing. I lightly bowed and then left. Are you back now? Mother! I ran into my mother in front of the store as I returned home. Thinking that she would scold me again, I was prepared myself to take more punishment, but I'm not going to say anything to you anymore. I'm not particularly thrilled that you went out without my permission, but you are working harder than before, so I guess it's not all bad. You're not doing anything that would disappoint your mother, right? Something to disappoint her. What could that be? Yeah, of course not. I'm not doing anything that would make you worry, so don't worry about it. But is that really true? I wasn't really sure about that, but I felt like it was the best answer for her right now. Really? Well, then you should start helping with the store right away. Yes. When I returned to my room, I put the daffodil that Kagura-san gave me into a vase, my precious flower. I wished that it would never wither. While thinking that, I stared out at the daffodil for a while. Chapter 9, The Western Studies Book. Today was the day that Ganamon-san was coming. I had wanted to see Kagura-san again. I wanted to see Kagura-san so much that was all that I could think of. So though I had been feeling down, I now felt a little excited. As I should be. As soon as Ganamon-san came to the island, he immediately showed off many rare items that he had gathered from all over the world. Wow! The area before my eyes was teeming with dazzling items. Furniture treated with beautiful engravings, decorations adorned with gold and silver, beautiful paintings, mysterious textiles. There were so many imported goods that I'd never seen before, and many I had no idea how to use. And they appeared one after another as if it were magic. Everyone who gathered at our shop sighed in unison at the sight of these items. And some people even shouted with amazement. Everyone, thank you for gathering here today. These items are not ones that I sought to collect as I traveled to many lands. Rather, they are items that I happen to collect. Everything here is valuable and rare. So, please look for as long as you like. And please thoroughly consider if there might be an item that you would like to have. I, Ganamon, will make my stay on this island for a spell. After that, Ganamon's unveiling party continued. Some customers cheered with joy and some gasped with wonder. All this, along with Ganamon's amusing old tales, made this time was very meaningful to me. Soon the unveiling party came to an end. The customers left. We finally closed the store. After that, Ganamon-san came to my room. Uncle, it's been a long time. Yes, it has. You've grown into quite a beautiful woman in the time that I didn't see you. It hasn't been that long since we've seen each other. Oh, really? We laughed together and talked about what we've been up to lately. Actually, I was itching to talk about Kagura-san, but of course, I couldn't tell him about that. While I talked about more generic things, Yanamon-san once again told me stories about many different countries. But from the time that Yanamon-san unveiled his items in the store, there was an item that I was keenly interested in. I tried my best to pretend to be calm and bring it up during a break in our conversation. Yanamon-san? That cherry blossom patterned kimono from before. I'd like to see it again. Yeah, I remember it. Do you like it? Yes. I guess you've reached that age, haven't you, Misao-chan? Huh? Let's see. Found it. There you go. Just as I thought, it's so beautiful. I've never seen such a beautiful kimono before. I would say that it looked like the first cherry blossom of the season, 1/3 of the way open. It was embroidered with gold and silver thread and looked very gorgeous and brilliant. Despite all that, it was elegant and not at all gaudy. Everything about it was neatly tailored. Yanamon-san gently brought the fabric near my face. The colors and patterning match you quite well. For this kimono to match you means that you've become a truly fine woman. Yanamon-san nodded many times as he said that to me. From the time that I first caught a glimpse of this kimono, I really liked it. If I wore this to see Kagura-san, I wonder what Kagura-san would say to me. I wonder if he would find it even a little beautiful. The thought of him always flickered in the back of my mind. I wanted him to like me more and more. I wanted to be loved by him. But what do you think? It is fairly expensive. I think it's good to have clothing like this for a special occasion, though. He was a merchant, but Yanamon-san still cared for me like a parent. Maybe it's because our relationship was close, family. It's always been Yanamon-san's policy to never do business in a way that would make people hate him. I have the money. I do. I still have money left over. I still had money from the time that I helped that couple run away. But if I bought this, the number of times that I could see Kagura-san would be that much less. I didn't have any strategy to make more money. After deep consideration, please, give me the kimono. If Kagura-san liked me because of this, it would be a small price to pay. And just then, one other product caught my attention. This is... Yanamon-san, what is this? Misao-chan, are you interested in this? That's unexpected. When I asked, he said it was the same price as the kimono. I didn't need to think about it. I instantly made up my mind. Yanamon-san, I will buy this instead of the kimono. I clearly declared that to him. Now I'm running to Yoshiwara as fast as my legs can carry me. It was much earlier than usual. The sun was still high up in the sky. But I wanted to see Kagura-san as soon as possible. I wanted to show this to Kagura-san as quickly as possible. I tightly held the item close to my chest. When Yanamon-san recommended the kimono to me, the item that jumped out at me was a Western Studies book with gold lettering written on its red leather-bound cover. Yanamon proudly declared that it was a genuine Western Studies book. Yanamon-san was suspicious as to why a girl of my age would want something like that. But when I said that I wanted to give it to someone, he narrowed his eyes and laughed. After that, he sold me the book without any further questions. Of course, I didn't forget to remind him that this should be kept a secret. But while focused on making my way to Kikuya, something happened. Where are you off to in such a hurry? There was a woman who was purposely blocking my path. Who could she be? I didn't know her, but I felt like I've seen her somewhere before. I'm in a hurry, so pardon me. The expression on her face looked to be harboring some hostile feelings against me. I had a bad feeling about this. I made it a point not to mention where I was going and tried to rush ahead. But the woman wasn't about to let that happen. I asked where you're going. I knew it. You're going to see Kagura and Kikuya, aren't you? Oh? I suddenly remembered. This woman. It happened when I went to Kikuya for the first time. She was the person making a huge commotion, yelling to let her buy Kagura-san. I only saw her as she was getting kicked out by the people who work in the shop. But I heard that she wasn't allowed to enter Kikuya anymore, since she had acted in a very oppressive and domineering way. I heard that you've been spending a lot of money on Kagura. I tried to quickly cut around this unsettling atmosphere. But, oh, you're not getting away so easily. I'm trying to warn you about something important. What is it? With the woman grabbing my arm, I was unable to move. And since I was holding the important book, I didn't want to make any false moves. No matter how much money you spend on him, it's all useless on that guy. He didn't lay a single finger on me, even though he made me spend a lot of money on him. It's better to not expect anything from him, you know? If he were a horse, he'd be a handsome imposter, unable to run or even be ridden. He is a completely defective product as a man. A defective product? Kagura-san is not what you are saying. I said that while trying to calm the rage that was boiling inside me, but my voice was shaking with rage. As much as she was trying to get back at him, that was a horrible thing for her to say. You're saying he's not? Well, aren't you a big talker? What kind of things do you really know about him? If you can say it now. I know everything about him, much more than you do. It was like a challenge. I don't want her to say something bad about him anymore. Everything? You're lying, aren't you? When she said that, her face was drawn into a scowl. We're birds of the same feather, aren't we? But I really love Kagura-san. Saying that was like pouring oil on a fire. Don't get cocky. Just as she said that, I made a break to run away from her. I tripped on the leg that she put out. Before I could do anything, I fell over, and my entire body took a hard blow. Because I hit my elbow, I dropped the important book. Where did it go? I was in a panic to find it. It slid across the ground and, oh no, before I knew it, it tumbled into a ditch. Oh dear, was that important? Serves you right. She burst out in laughter and then finally left. My mind went totally blank. What should I do? I paid a lot of money to get this for Kagura-san. It was a valuable Western studies book, something that you couldn't get so easily. I wanted to show it to Kagura-san as soon as possible, but now it was in a black, muddy ditch. If I dredge the river now, maybe I'll find it somehow. I wonder if its contents are still readable. But in any case, how am I supposed to dredge the bottom of a ditch this deep? Just then, don't worry. The person who said that and appeared in front of me was Kagura-san? It was the person that I wanted to see most. I received notice that you were having trouble with some strange person. I'm sorry. It seems to be someone that I know. No, it isn't your fault. I guess he saw the woman earlier. Kagura-san turned his face down as if he felt sorry from the bottom of his heart. But he soon lifted his face and laid his eyes on the ditch. It seems that you've dropped something important. I will go and find it. But you don't have to. You don't need to worry about a thing. I've trained my body for emergencies like this. After he said that, Kagura-san immediately began to search through the ditch. He was using a rod to carefully search inside the black, murky muck. Water was being splashed and mud was being splattered everywhere. On his handsome face and on his beautiful kimono. The sight of the popular courtesan dredging the pitch-black ditch started to attract curious onlookers. A sprinkling of bystanders started to gather. I wanted to stop him. I wanted to stop him from bringing shame to his name. I wanted to stop him from doing something that didn't correspond with his status. Please stop. Kagura-san, I'm okay. Really, I'm okay, so please. I desperately screamed at Kagura-san. But Kagura-san made no attempt to stop what he was doing. I will decide what is good or bad. Since it is a book, it will probably sink to the bottom if I don't find it quickly. He continued to desperately dredge through the muck without even looking at me. Stop it. Please stop it. I thought that so many times in my heart, but Kagura-san would not stop what he was doing. His behavior was ridiculed by the other courtesans in the shop that were in competition with him, as well as the gentlemen of the night who worked really hard but just couldn't become courtesans. That's a good look on you, isn't it? Why don't you make this ditch your room from today? The crowd jeered and laughed at him, but Kagura-san continued to silently dredge the ditch. Kagura-san! I really wanted him to stop it. Just as I was about to go into the ditch to stop him, a miracle happened. May I help you? Maybe some of them felt moved, looking him search desperately despite the laughter. Among the onlookers, there were some who said that they would help him. Kagura-san lifted his face and looked at us. And, I'm sorry, but I need your help. The always proud courtesan, the high-handed courtesan, a courtesan who was said to be only beautiful, lowered his head to ask for help. Everyone immediately fell silent. Then right after that, voices of surprise rose out from the crowd, and a sight the likes of which had never been seen before took place in a ditch in Yoshiwara. The gentlemen hiked up their kimonos and searched for the item that I dropped in the ditch. Soon after, Hey, I found it! Having found the book in the mud, everyone around rejoiced together in reaction to this big catch. Is this what you dropped? Kagura-san handed it to me while wiping the mud away from the book. But while doing so, Kagura-san's complexion immediately changed. I wanted to give it to you, Kagura-san. I'm sorry for this. I didn't mean for all this to happen. Kagura-san's hand was trembling. It was the first time for me to see him shaking like this. Kagura-san? I'm so grateful. This is the first time that I've received a gift as valuable as this. Perhaps overcome with emotion, Kagura-san clutched the mud-covered book close to his chest. I didn't expect him to be this happy. This also made me happy. Tears of joy launched out around us. Deeply moved by all this, I became overwhelmed with emotion. Chapter 10. Filled with Tears. From the ditch, I went back to Kikuya with Kagura-san. Well, when we returned, Iroha-san was waiting for us with a frown on his face. I heard about what happened, Kagura, and from that dirty appearance of yours, it would seem that it was true. You dredged a ditch. Iroha-san continued to have wrinkles deeply carved into his brow. Of all the people, one of our courtesans hiked up his kimono and got into a ditch. That's just unheard of. May I at least inquire as to circumstances that led to this? Then Iroha-san quickly glanced at me. I'm sorry, it's my fault. I did this willingly. You don't seem to have any regrets about this. Iroha-san sighed deeply. Then he glared sharply at Kagura-san. I've had enough of this. Hurry up and take a bath. Your smell is unbearable. Yes, but before that, Iroha-san. What is it? I would like to hold a banquet today. I'll cover all the expenses. A banquet for Miso. Kagura-san? I'm sorry for this. You don't have to. Please allow me to do this as thanks for this. Kagura-san held up and showed me the Western Studies book that still had some mud left on it. Kagura-san, I feel like it's worth about as much. You don't mind, do you, Iroha-san? Iroha-san once again let out a massive sigh. Well, this time we will do as you say. Thank you so much. Thus the banquet began. This banquet had an air to it that was different from normal. Kagura, pour sake for Misao. Yes, Misao-san, please enjoy. After her, pour for me. Yes. Next to Kagura-san was the Western Studies book, which had been wiped free of mud. Tonight's banquet was being hosted by Kagura-san as a way of saying thanks to me. And because of that, Kagura-san seemed to be much more at ease than he usually was at banquets. Also, I guess it could be because he was in charge. But there were a lot of trainees in attendance. The atmosphere was filled with laughter and the comfort of close friends. I felt like I could fit into this place. It made me very happy. Is that the rumored book that Misao-san gave you? Kagura-san tried to take the book in his hand and look at it, but don't touch it. I'm not going to show it to you so easily. Once Kagura-san said that, he took the Western Studies book and hid it somewhere. He's been like that for a little while now. I'm not sure if it's because he likes it that much, but Kagura-san won't let anyone look at it. A little peek wouldn't hurt, would it? Creating a bit of mischief, I snatched the book away from him. As soon as Kagura-san saw the book, Kagura-san looked at Kagura-san with surprise. Oh, this looks to be a very valuable book. Kagura-san quickly averted his eyes away from the book. Kagura-san then swiftly took the book back from my hands. They both looked like something had happened. What could it be? My mind became clouded with suspicion, but I came to clearly understand the true identity of that suspicion. Around the time that everyone got moderately drunk and the banquet went into full swing, today everyone let loose and the banquet went into disarray. Kagura-san got up to leave and a trainee nearby came to take his seat. The trainee endearingly said nice things to me, but there's something underneath this cushion. Suddenly, displaying an innocence appropriate of his age, he put his hand under the cushion. Oh my, that's the Western Studies book that Kagura-san hid earlier. When I tried to say that, huh? Doesn't the courtesan already have the same book? Huh? Kagura-san frantically jumped out. That looks similar, but it's a different book. No, it's soiled with mud, but it's the same book. This book has gold text on a red leather-bound cover. There's no mistake that it's the same book. So this is the feeling of discomfort that I felt earlier. Kagura-san noticed it as soon as he looked at the book. It was a book that Kagura-san already owned. I was stunned. He already owned it. And yet, Kagura-san was so pleased. That kindness of his made my heart ache. In front of my eyes, you still don't understand anything about Western studies, do you? Kagura-san tried to cover it up. I can tell from its shape and appearance. I have a good eye. The trainee said that while on the verge of tears. The fun and lively atmosphere instantly changed. The room became quiet and everyone felt uncomfortable. Then Kagura-san returned after previously leaving his seat. Oh, it's the courtesan. After that, it appeared that Kagura-san immediately figured out what was happening. When he looked at me, he had a shameful expression that displayed an unspeakable sadness. Then, it doesn't matter how many books I have. That's good then. And that's right, the one I gave you became dirty. So I'm relieved that you have another one. I also rushed to cover things up and smiled at him. The trainee from before finally understood what he had done. And now he looked like he wanted to cry even more than before. You're fine, so don't worry about it. I'm really relieved now, see? It would have been a problem if there were parts that he couldn't read because it got dirty. That's what I said to the trainee to make him feel better. I'm sorry to have made you go through all that. Oh no, you held such a nice banquet for me. So I'm grateful for that. Kagura-san then quickly came up next to me, and he quietly took my hand. Kagura-san? This young and inexperienced trainee caused you trouble. I am truly grateful to you. I was happy to receive a gift like that from you. After Kagura-san stared at my hands and said that, his eyes slowly stared into my eyes. I like his eyes. I like this strong and fearless man. That's why my heart was now hammering furiously against my ribs. Soon after, the lively banquet came to an end. Everyone left, leaving just Kagura-san and me. Then, the events of today instantly weighed heavily on my mind. I should probably apologize again. Regardless of the fact that I gave him a book that he already owned, I did make him dredge a ditch. But before I could open mouth, I'm sorry for today. Huh? Kagura-san apologized before me, and this took the wind out of my sails. When I noticed that it was a book that I already owned, it would have been better to tell you then. I just neglected to do that. And all I did was give you a hard time. No, not at all. It's all my fault. I wanted to apologize to you first. You have nothing to apologize for. You only obtained a book that I like and tried to give it to me. And my joy was no lie. I was truly happy. How did you feel to get this book? How did you feel to hold this book to your chest and run as fast as you could over to the town of Yoshiwara in the middle of the day? I can imagine how you must have felt without so much as asking. I can also imagine how you felt when it fell into the ditch. Kagura-san's glance was gentler than ever before. He looked upon me with such kind eyes, I wouldn't know what to do. If you were to dazzle me any more than this, I will treasure this Western Studies book. Kagura-san. Tears slowly came into my eyes. Who would have guessed that I would be this happy? Why are you crying? You really do cry a lot. With my vision hazed with tears, the only thing I could see clearly was Kagura-san's smile. I'm sorry. But the more that I tried to hold my tears back, the more that they strangely seemed to overflow. Jeez. I have no idea whether you're strong or weak. After he said that, Kagura-san softly held my body in his arms. He held me very gently. Perhaps it was because he had just taken a bath earlier, but a vaguely agreeable aroma hit my nose. He gently stroked my back to soothe me. But when he did that, it needlessly made tears overflow from my eyes. The palm of his hand went back and forth across my back over and over. The palm of Kagura-san's hand was warm, big, and gentle. When will you stop crying? At this rate, you'll keep crying until morning. When my cheek brushed up against Kagura-san's chest, I could hear Kagura-san's deep voice directly from his chest. In the end, in my current state, I would cry no matter what happened to me. There was no stopping my crying now. Though Kagura-san felt sorry about it, there was nothing that could be done about it. Then suddenly, Kagura-san's hand that was stroking my back stopped its movement. Then he briefly distanced himself from my body and looked down on me. Well then, I guess the only way to stop it is by kissing your eyelids. Huh? After that, I'll steal those sobbing lips of yours. As if being controlled by Kagura-san's words, my mind imagined this on its own and my body became hot with embarrassment. In response, I gently closed my eyes. Misao. I could hear Kagura-san's husky voice, and he graciously and gently laid kisses upon my eyelids, ever so gently over and over again. Tears flowed from my closed eyelids. I was happy, naturally, from joy. Tears flowed from my eyes. Kagura-san brought his lips to my tears that flowed down my cheeks, and kissed me over and over again. And soon after that, we kissed each other deeply. It hurt. The instant that we touched other, my chest became so hot that it hurt. I began to get a tingling sensation in my chest and in my lips, and throughout my entire body. Misao. Kagura-san called my name. What a lovely voice, and what lovely lips. This kiss was different from the forceful ones that we exchanged before. It was such a comfortable sensation that I felt like I was going to melt. Without thinking, my voice escaped from my mouth. As soon as I did, Kagura-san's tongue snuck into my mouth. Our tongues intertwined. This time, a different type of tears rolled down my cheeks. How many tears could I have shed today? How many tears are necessary when I'm with Kagura-san? Does liking someone mean abusing your emotions this much? And that night, with ravenous desire, we kissed each other over and over again, until we fell asleep at some point. Chapter 11, Ganemon-san. A few days later, I was waiting for Kagura-san at Inari Shrine. I did my best to choose a place where few people would come, because by all means I wanted to keep today's meeting a secret from Kagura-san. Ah, Kagura-san! I know it's you. Please don't wave your hand so much. Perhaps I got too excited. Kagura-san reproached me and I quickly recoiled. Thank you. And I'm sorry for asking this of you. You really should be. This has caused me quite a bit of trouble. Why should I go through such trouble for you? I wouldn't be doing this if it wasn't something that would make Kagura-san happy. As soon as I met him, he said harsh things to me like he always did. It seemed like he had to do this to calm down. I'm really sorry. Though I had started to get used to it, it still made me recoil sometimes. And today, I recoiled especially in reaction to my request. Well, it's fine though. Here it is. I wrote what you asked me to here. Thank you! He gave the paper to me with a sullen look on his face, and I took it from him with a smile. Great. You're the only person that I could have asked to do this. You really helped me out. I said thank you to him again with a smile. Then Kagura-san quickly looked away from me. It looked like his cheeks were blushing. What happened to him? Kagura-san? It's nothing. Anyway, I've given this to you just as you asked. Could you check its contents too? While still puzzled by the fact that Kagura-san still had his face turned away from me, I opened the paper that he gave me and looked inside. Oh, what beautiful handwriting! Is that what you're looking at? Ah, you're right, I'm sorry. I said something unnecessary again. I pulled myself together and started to look at it. And there was. It's great! I didn't expect that you would write it so neatly for me. Kagura-san looked satisfied and finally turned his face towards me. But what are you going to do with this? I don't want to make the same mistake again. What I asked Kagura-san to do was to make a list of books that Kagura-san owns. Of course, I asked him to keep it secret. Never again did I want to mistakenly buy a book that Kagura-san owned. To avoid this, I needed this list of books. And I thought that Kagura-san was the only person that I could ask to do this. But these books are pretty expensive. Wasn't the book that you brought for him the other day fairly expensive? Kagura-san knitted his brow and asked me this. It certainly was expensive, but at that time I bought it thinking that it was worth the price. If you're not answering, then I guess I must be right. But you're still trying to buy another one? Is that okay for you? Kagura-san looked at me to search my feelings. I'm okay. Are you sure? Even though you are the daughter of a rich merchant. Can you pay for so many things with your allowance? I was ashamed to hear that. I haven't revealed my real identity yet. I actually have to go out of my way to pay for these things. So I was really ashamed to hear that. Really, it's okay. Thank you very much for your concern. Then Kagura-san let out a deep sigh of disappointment. You are the same as Kagura-san, aren't you? What? I mean, it will make your life easier to open your mind to the people around you a little more. That's it. Well, I'll be going then. Oh. I was about to ask him questions again, but Kagura-san quickly turned around. I felt that there was something stuck in my mind. But, like Kagura, I also left. Now, please take a good, healthy look. If you find something that you want, you can consult with me. While Genomon-san was staying here, this street became very crowded. Of course, oil and alcohol merchants were present. Customers heard about it from merchants, then those customers also brought other customers. For Genomon-san, the range of his business connections increased like this. He had more chances to get imported and famous items for himself. It was a really good system. Whenever products are humans, I won't understand them unless I spend time with them. After I spend time with them, that's when I'll first get a good eye for them. That was Genomon-san's favorite phrase. Well then, Misao-chan, I'll listen to your secret offer. Genomon-san landed with a thud as he sat into a cross-legged position and then smiled at me. The reason why I even asked him to come to my room, it was, I have some items that I want you to collect for me. I showed Genomon-san the list of Kagura-san's books. I was planning to collect books while Genomon-san was here. As many books as I could, and the books that Kagura-san would most prefer. Wow, well, these are all great academic books, but to collect all of them is, well, fairly difficult. That's just as I expected from Kagura-san. Only someone like him could have collected such great academic books. Though impressed by this, I frantically shook my head in disagreement. No, I don't want to collect these books. These are the books that he already has. What? What a surprise! Are you saying that there's a person who already owns all of these? Yes, so I want to collect some books that haven't been written on this list. One equal to or greater in value to these books. Academic books that the reader of these books would want. Those are the kind of books I want. Then Genomon-san looked at the list for a long time. So the Western Studies book that you got before, was that for the owner of these books? Yes. But if he collected all of these books, didn't he also have that one? Actually, yes, he did. Alright, leave it to me. I, Genomon, will give you a helping hand. Thank you! And so it came to be that Genomon-san would prepare a new academic book for me. A few days later, I held an academic book close to my chest, and as usual, I was rushing to see Kagura-san. But one thing was different from the time before. I didn't have money anymore. I used a lot of money to buy this book. All I have left is... No, I can't think about it negatively like that. I should only think about the here and now, and my feelings for him. When I got to Kikuya, I was told that Kagura-san might be training, so I quickly made my way to Inari Shrine. When I arrived, there was Kagura-san in the middle of his training. Kagura-san noticed me first, followed by Kagura-san. Perhaps I was bothering them, but I was just so excited. I'm sorry to have bothered you. No, I don't mind. I don't have any intention to bother you guys, but I came here without even thinking about it. But when it came time to say something, I somehow couldn't form my words as I wanted to. Shall I leave? Kagura-san asked Kagura-san while he wiped away his sweat. It doesn't really matter to me. Then Kagura-san looked at me now. It doesn't really matter to me either, but I do have something I want to talk about. Then I'm going to head back ahead of you. Is that okay? Kagura-san nodded with his eyes in response to Kagura-san's question. What do you want? You look oddly more formal than usual. Kagura-san asked me that in a nonchalant manner as he tidied his clothes. Even though he had been swinging his bamboo sword up until a moment ago, he was hardly breathing roughly at all. If it's about tonight, you better talk to someone at the shop. No, it's not about that. Kagura-san stopped what he was doing and looked at me. He slowly approached me and then stood right in front of me. Don't make such an intense face. It doesn't suit you. Kagura-san. But it's because I know it's going to be the last time. The last time with the one that I love. That's what I'm thinking about as I stand here. So what kind of face should I be making if not an intense one? But Today is the last day. Those words were locked in my heart. I have been trying to get those words out until a moment ago. But since I wanted to see his smile today, I swore that I wouldn't tell him. To hide this from him, I wanted to see Kagura-san right away. It's not a lie. I always want to see Kagura-san whenever and wherever I am. You are a passionate lady. Kagura-san seemed to be surprised by my sudden words. So for tonight, are you coming to Kikuya? It might be time for him to go back. Nightfall was approaching. Yes. When I said that, Kagura-san smiled at me like he was relieved. He gently pushed my back. Shall we go together? I need to prepare for tonight. Can you wait for me? Yes, of course. As we passed under the red gate at Inari Shrine, just then, I felt like I had smelled the aroma of the daffodil that I smelled the other day. I turned back, but there was no daffodil. As I wondered where that aroma had come from, I looked up at Kagura-san. And because he was smiling at me ever so gently, I thought that something like that wasn't that important. All that mattered now was the warmth that was right next to me. Chapter 12, The Love Like a Mother. Well, today Misao-san is giving us a big treat. Everyone in the parlor room erupted with excitement to Aroha-san's words. Of course, Kagura-san and Kaguro-san were there, and Takao-san and Tokiwa-san were also there. This will be the last time. Since tonight would be our last time together, I thought that this was the least I could do. So I asked Aroha-san to hold a banquet tonight. So I hoped today would be the most enjoyable and memorable banquet yet. Everyone in this room now, I had at least a few memories with each and every person. The time that I spent coming here was short, but my time here was very meaningful. If I recall each memory, it feels like tears will form and spill from my eyes. So I just tried to act cheerful. But, Misao, what happened to you today? Kagura-san asked me anxiously. Kagura-san was a very sharp person. I thought that he might sense something, but... What do you mean? You're acting strange. You look like you're forcing yourself to do this. Are you? He looked at me suspiciously, which made my heart beat loudly. If something happened, could you tell me? No, nothing really happened. Unable to look at Kagura-san's face directly, I turned away. I've already decided that I wouldn't tell him. I swayed over something like this. But as I thought about it, Kagura-san's glance felt painful. And just then, why won't you let me sit next to you? And you don't seem to be drawn to me at all. You're acting like such a girl. Perhaps he's already drunk. Takao-san hassled me with more force than ever before. And then he smoothly wrapped his hand around my waist. Takao-san! Ouch! Kagura-san swiftly brushed Takao-san's hand away. And then Takao-san sniffed at him with dissatisfaction. Have you already offered your beautiful body to Kagura? This was right in front of Kagura-san. After he suddenly said that, I became extremely nervous. What are you saying all of a sudden? You're still reacting like a virgin. Oh, I see. You still haven't done it, have you? You talk too much. You've become terribly sexy lately, so I just figured that Kagura took care of you. A bewitching smile came across his face, and this gave me the chills. I felt like my entire body would become hot with shame. And then, I didn't notice he was next to us, but Tokiwa-san was also listening to our conversation while nodding in agreement. You guys are really taking your time. How could a famous courtesan not sleep with a regular client of his? Well, he's either really slacking off or... Maybe he's seriously in love. It must be one or the other. Seriously in love? When I heard that, my heart made a surprisingly loud noise. Without thinking, I looked at Kagura-san, but... Kagura-san was as expressionless as ever. He neither confirmed nor did he deny it. So in other words, he didn't even think about me seriously. Is that what it means? I slowly turned my face down. Until a moment ago, I was trying my best to keep firm, and I kept on for this long, but... What happened to you, miss? The person who looked straight into my face was Tokiwa-san, not Kagura-san. No, nothing. Did you get drunk on sake? Oh, that's serious. Well, I guess I'll take care of you then. Huh? Tokiwa-san suddenly touched my cheeks. I panicked about what I should do. Kagura-san. I was at wit's end, so I asked Kagura-san for help. Then, you'd better stop it now. Kagura-san's sharp voice launched out at them. Even if it is a banquet, what good will come of making the client uncomfortable? The room fell silent. Exactly. Two famous gentlemen in this red light district can't even entertain one client. Wouldn't that make Kikuya a laughingstock? Kagura-san nodded to Kaguro-san, as if to tell him, well said. Geez, you trained him well. Really, it must be nice to have such a good assistant like you do, Kagura-san. Hey, you should talk. I'm not your assistant. You are my assistant. No, I'm not. You don't let up, do you? I'd really like to sew that cheeky mouth of yours shut right now. Everyone? If you guys have no intention of contributing to the entertainment, then I will ask you to leave. You heard him. Takao-san and Tokiwa-san, could you leave the room now? No, I don't want to. Tokiwa will dance now. That'll be entertaining enough, right? What? Me? Come on, dance and sing. Isn't it great? You can do what you like. Then Takao-san took the shamisen by his side and started to play. It was far different from his usual arrogant attitude. The melody that he played was very delicate and beautiful. I gasped with surprise. Kagura-san, who was next to me, sighed deeply. Here we go. All right, I will dance too. His bewitching expression that he had when he tried to seduce me was nowhere to be found. Tokiwa-san displayed a friendly smile instead. Then, in that instant, the air in the room completely changed. It was unlike any gentleman of the night that I had seen before. He was so gorgeous, alluring, sexy, and beautiful. Kagura-san casually poured sake into my cup as I was carried away watching his dance. The atmosphere was completely different from the way it was before. It made me wonder if this is what a real banquet at Yoshiwara is supposed to be like. As I thought this, I let out a deep sigh. Kagura-san, thank you so much. It was the end of this last moment. I was sincerely happy that they held a banquet like this for me. So without even thinking about it, I expressed my thanks. I'm the one who would like to thank you. This is how you captivate everyone. Kagura. I've never seen him get attached to anyone other than me. Oh, no, I think your heart is different from other people. You are very strong and kind. Kagura-san continued to talk to me in a more fluid manner than ever before. All the gentlemen here have something on their minds. Perhaps everyone feels relieved when they are around you. Would be rude of me to say that, would be rude of me to say that you're like a mother? Kagura-san smiled and looked at me. I shook my head slowly. Kagura-san gently and slowly narrowed his eyes. And then he looked around at gentlemen in the room and looked back at me again. I am grateful. You'll heal everyone and make them smile. So to me, you're just dazzling. I felt a tight squeezing pain in my chest, like something was strongly grabbing my heart. Around the time that I had just met Kagura-san, he said to me at that time too, that I was dazzling. For me, Kagura-san is so dazzling. The world he lives in, this red light district, the gentlemen of the night here, everyone, they're all very dazzling. Someone was laughing. Then I heard someone clap their hands in a rhythmic fashion. What a happy and fulfilling time this is. I will surely keep this moment in my heart and keep strong after this. Even without Kagura-san, firmly I will walk down my own path. I rushed to wipe away the tears that rolled down my cheek, and then I smiled. I want to see your dance too, Kagura-san. My dance? I agree, I want to see that too. Well then. Kagura-san stood up. Our eyes met and we smiled at each other. I love Kagura-san, and that will never change. I will always love this person. Kagura-san started to dance beautifully. And soon after, the dreamlike banquet came to an end and it was just the two of us left. Aren't you tired after today? I will massage your leg a little. Huh? But Kagura-san, I can't have you do something like that. This took me by surprise, so I frantically declined his offer, but don't worry, I learned about pressure points from a Western Studies book. He grabbed my ankle and pulled me. No! And then, without a single change in his expression, Kagura-san started to massage my leg. His movements were smooth. Kagura-san's fingers crawled up from my feet with just the right amount of strength. With a serious look on his face, he moved his hands. Kagura-san, you really don't need to. Your legs will feel sluggish the day after you've drunk alcohol. But if you massage them like this, it will be totally different. See? No. I was about to be taken in by his story. We will always take care of our legs like this. You have such beautiful legs, so you should do this too. Beautiful. Oh, that's right. Kagura-san is touching my legs now. The feeling of embarrassment swelled up inside of me again. But the comfort of the massage made me more and more relaxed. After massaging my ankles, he moved on to my calves. And then he went back to my ankles again. It feels so comfortable. But what was this impatient feeling that was in direct opposition to my comfort? You've started to soften up. Watching Kagura-san's flowing hand movements, even my heart seemed like it would soften. Would he sleep with women in such a gentle and careful manner as this? Is he sometimes gentle and sometimes strong? Did he sleep with a lot of women? With such a kind and peaceful face? When I thought about it, I suddenly came back to reality. Just what was I thinking about? What happened? Your face looks red. No, it's nothing. I couldn't look straight at his face. If that's so, then that is good. Kagura-san lightly massaged my legs. I should stop thinking about so many things, because if I let a lot of things come into my mind, it will just make it really hard for me. It's okay to sleep like this, but tonight's my last night. While thinking that, I nodded in agreement. I want to touch your skin like this forever. Kagura-san. I couldn't even ask what he meant by that just now. I looked up at the shadow of his eyelashes that fell upon his sorrowful eyes. And as I looked at this, I imagined it was clear that he loved me. And that's why we had yet to cross that line. Though I felt like I couldn't sleep at all, I quietly closed my eyes. I just tried to remember the touch of Kagura-san's soft fingers. After that, Kagura-san took his hands away from me. As I pretended to sleep, he laid me down and then laid himself down next to me. He gently combed my hair and caressed my cheeks. I wanted so badly to open my eyes right away and hug him, but perhaps the reason that I couldn't was because I was scared. Perhaps I was scared to be rejected by Kagura-san. After that, I made sure that Kagura-san was asleep, and then I placed the academic book that I had obtained next to his pillow, and I quietly left Kikuya in the middle of the night. Goodbye, Kagura-san. Chapter 13. Once again. Immediately after I spent my last night with Kagura-san, my family store became really busy. The reason for this being that Genomon-san would be going back soon. There was a non-stop flow of customers coming to visit Genomon-san. But being this busy was actually convenient for me. It distracted me from feeling lonely. I didn't even have time to immerse myself in my memories. If I stopped even for a moment, I would end up thinking about him. If I came back to reality even a little, I would end up remembering him. The person that I loved, Kagura-san. So I had to wear myself out at night and be so tired that I would sleep like I was dead. One day, someone pulled my arm when I went to the back of the store. It surprised me so much that I couldn't say anything. Then, it's me. What? Kagura-san? It was a boy who didn't fit in with this place at all. He had pure white hands and a very slender body. And this boy had an intelligent-looking face. You are despicable. What? He glared at me fiercely. My body shuddered. You have no intention of coming to see Kagura-san again, do you? Well, Why? Why? He yelled at me in a subdued voice. I'm sorry. It was a lot of work to find this place, too. I thought you were a rich merchant's daughter, but you're just the daughter of a shipping agent. It's no wonder that you always wear plain clothes and accessories. I fooled them in the beginning. I had no excuse for that. And you just went back to your normal life without a care in the world, without even knowing how Kagura-san feels about you? What? His face twisted with regret, and then he stared at me. It looked like he had been hurt, and he looked very sad. This is from Kagura-san. Kagura-san quickly pulled something out. What is this? And this too. Without answering me, he continued to pull something else out, and it was a daffodil? It was a single cute daffodil. Its soft, nostalgic smell wafted through the air. There is a letter too, so please read it. Well then, I should go. Kagura-san. Then Kagura-san instantly disappeared into the street. I once again looked down at the things that he gave to me. The first thing I received was a piece of paper. Something was wrapped in this paper. I slowly opened the paper, and inside was money? Also, beautiful brush script was written on the piece of paper. Is this Kagura-san's handwriting? How smooth and beautiful his handwriting was. It had a strength that drew me in, and a delicate flow. And the words written on the paper said, I want to see you again. Is this a normal letter that gentlemen of the night wrote to their regular clients? Or, before I knew it, teardrops were dripping from my eyes. Large teardrops passed over my cheeks and fell down to the ground. Kagura-san. Kagura-san. I've also wanted to see you so much. I've endured so much. Giving me money meant that I should come and see him. That's what he was saying. But How much trust could I put in Kagura-san? How much should I believe without question? I really want to believe these feelings of his. I just can't have any further doubts. I want to see Kagura-san. No, it's not good for me to see him. This opposing feeling fought against my desire to see him. But I couldn't fight it. I couldn't just stand around, so I headed to the red light district. I knew it was Kagura-san who quickly opened the door, but unable to lift my head up, I kept my head down. Kagura-san gallantly approached me. My body became stiff. Even though I was facing the person who I wanted to see so badly, I was unable to even lift my head. And as soon as Kagura-san came right in front of me, I can't live without you. Kagura-san held me firmly. At that moment, I didn't know what had happened, so I couldn't do anything. But as soon as I understood that I was actually being hugged, I couldn't help but hug back the person that I loved. Kagura-san. Tears dripped down, and before I knew it, Kagura-san's clothes were wet with tears. But not seeming to care about it at all, Kagura-san held me ever so tightly. Why? Why didn't you come? Even a letter would have sufficed. If you did that, I didn't know how to respond to that question. I don't care where you were born or whose daughter you are. Those kind of things don't matter. I didn't feel alive when I couldn't see you. Are you trying to kill me? Kagura-san's words sounded like a grief-stricken scream as they penetrated my ears. It felt like they also pierced through my heart. His words were so intense and painful. I'm sorry. If this was a trick, then I wouldn't be able to believe anything anymore. That's how deeply I felt Kagura-san's feelings. We kept holding each other, and we hugged each other to our heart's content. Then we finally calmed down, and loosened the strength in our arms. Kagura-san stared at me, and then he narrowed his eyes. I'm nothing more than a bird in a cage, unable to go and see you freely. I only suffer. Were there not days when you wanted me? No, you were the only thing on my mind, Kagura-san. Then why didn't you come here? Was he asking me? Or was he just being sad? I couldn't help but touch Kagura-san's cheek gently. Kagura-san looked down with his sad eyes. Gently, he put his hand over mine. I made up my mind and opened my mouth to speak. I think you already know this, but I'm just the daughter of a shipping agent, not the daughter of a rich merchant. My family isn't wealthy by any means, and I don't really have any income. So I never was the type of person that could come here. So what? I already told you that those kind of things don't matter. No, but it does matter. I don't have any more money. I used all my money for the banquet on the final day that I saw you, and on the academic book. Kagura-san made a wry face and went silent. But I knew from the beginning that this would happen. Originally, the money that I had was money that I received from a couple that I helped run away. Huh? So that makes me a criminal, and I don't have any more money to see, Kagura-san. I'm sorry. However, I'm not at all confused about my feelings for you. Even now, from the bottom of my heart, I love you, Kagura-san. I can't believe this. I'm really sorry. I bowed deeply to Kagura-san. I've already cried so much. But once again, tears flowed from my eyes and wet the floor. Then, like today, I will give you money. Huh? What are you talking about? If you do something like that, won't it take you a longer time to retire, Kagura-san? That will have wasted all the money and effort that I put into getting the academic book. I gave it to you so that you could find a job after you became free. Misao. I wasn't sure about it, but I felt that Kagura-san's eyes were moist with tears. I've heard that a cruel fate awaits the gentleman who falls in love with a client who doesn't have money. Rather than decreasing, the gentleman's debt will continue to inflate. His retirement will never come, and once he is no longer able to work as a gentleman, if he's lucky, he could work as a servant in Yoshiwara. But if luck is not on his side, he would become a streetwalker or unlicensed prostitute. In the worst case, it wasn't rare for a gentleman weary of this world to drown himself in a river. For someone like Kagura, I didn't expect that it would go like that. But it was clear that he wouldn't be happy. So, are you saying that this will really be the end? Yes. And you won't change your mind no matter what. When I'm able to make money on my own and come to the red light district, if you still want to see me, Kagura-san. I see. There was a long stretch of silence. What could Kagura-san be thinking right now? I came here to have what I believe to be my last night with him. I love you, Kagura-san. I clearly told him that and then peered into Kagura-san's eyes. Kagura-san's expression distorted a little. Whether we laugh or cry, today will be our last day. So Kagura-san, was it too disgraceful of me to ask him that? But I want to be close to Kagura-san so badly that I just don't know what to do with myself. Misao. Kagura-san hugged me tightly. Thinking that this was his answer, I then quietly closed my eyes. I know this smell well. It was the incense in Kagura-san's room. It stuck to Kagura-san's clothes and always captivated me. It smelled so sweet. Kagura-san. Kagura-san's lips gently laid upon mine. This kiss, this soft, hot, and passionate kiss, I definitely won't forget this. Over and over, our lips laid upon each other's. Our tongues intertwined, forming threads of saliva. Misao, I love you. Kagura-san. Just the other day, I imagined that this would be the best day of my life. With this happiness in my heart, I could keep going. That's all that was on my mind. But tonight, once again, I exceeded this happiness as Kagura-san and I hugged each other. Kagura-san caressed my waist from above my blouse, and then he caressed my breasts. But then his hand went right past this part and tickled my collarbone. I've been waiting to touch you like this for a long time. If someone had already slept with you before me, it would have been easier for me to do this. Why did you appear before me, while still pure and beautiful? His longing and husky voice shook my eardrums, and occasionally his breath would fall upon my ear and make my body hot. No, I'm glad that it's with you, Kagura-san. I answered straight from my heart. Then Kagura-san tucked my lips again. He slipped his body in between my blouse, and his hands instantly reached my breasts and covered them. When he softly touched them and pinched their tips, all the buttons on my blouse had been unfastened. Kagura-san. I turned my face away from embarrassment, but Kagura-san wouldn't allow me to do this, so he grabbed my chin with his other hand. I'm the one touching you now. You can't close your eyes. His voice was luscious and gentle, yet also clear, so I couldn't look away from him, and I sighed longingly. Kagura-san's hand groped my breast. The way he used his hand was gentle yet intense. And again, I didn't even notice when it happened, but my clothes had been ravaged and Kagura-san's hand was persistently stroking my skin. His palm, the back of his hand, and his fingers, he used all of them to carefully grope my body. His hand passed from my leg up to my thigh and then to the swelling above my legs, over and over. Even though I moaned and grabbed his hand, Kagura-san stared at me. He moved his hand all over my body, like he was trying to remember me by touch of his hands. It hurt so much, so I clung to Kagura-san. Then he caught me in his embrace, but his hand was persistent, and he wouldn't stop its actions. Soon after, he split my legs open, and Kagura-san, slowly, penetrated his member into me. When this happened, I felt a sweet numbness and pain. This body that Kagura-san touched. Perhaps after this I will have to spend my time hugging myself. Then, a few days later, one night before Genemon-san was going to leave, Genemon-san came into my room out of breath. Misao-chan, are you here? What happened, Genemon-san? Ah, good. I have something to tell you right away. Please calm down. Aren't you out of breath? As he breathed with great difficulty, I massaged Genemon-san's back. I then heard the reason why he came here in such a hurry. And, is this story true? It is true. It's a big deal. I'm going now. I wanted to tell Kagura-san about it right away. So I leapt out of the room and started running to the red light district as fast as I could. The wedding. With much joy, I ran over to Kikuya to talk about what happened. A while after that, sometime during the night, Genemon came to Yoshiwara. I'm delighted to make your acquaintance. My name is Kagura. Oh, so you're Kagura-san. Well, you're quite the looker. Thank you very much. To be honest, I came here to see you, but Genemon had been searching for a young man at the request of a high-level government official, someone who is knowledgeable in Western studies and is skilled with a sword, someone who is educated and refined across multiple disciplines, and someone with a strong will and strong appetite for learning. He was looking for a young man with such a promising future. Western studies, swordsmanship, education, and refinement. It didn't seem like there was a young man who had all of these qualities, but it's not like it would be impossible to find this person. By handling imported items and making an appearance in a wide variety of industries, Genemon did meet young men who excelled in both academics and athletics. But for some reason, they all left much to be desired. Perhaps because Genemon had recalled those times, but he said that with a look of disappointment on his face. Though there are many famous, rare, imported items, the things called humans are the most difficult. As he continued to be disappointed, Genemon had begun to lose the motivation to find this person. It was at that time when Misao-chan brought up the academic book. Oh, I see. Could he be talking about the academic book that you gave me? Yes. A girl of age gave up a beautiful kimono to instead buy an academic book. For the man that she likes, of course. I didn't know. Kagura-san widened his eyes with surprise and looked at me. I felt somewhat uncomfortable and shrunk into myself. No matter how in love a person is, they would never think to buy something that expensive. If you weren't the man that you are, that is. It was after that I found myself suddenly overflowing with energy again. Following that, I did quite a bit of research, but oh my, the more that I researched, the more that my expectations grew. The number of Western study books that she bought in the end? Those truly were advanced Western study books used by high-level government officials. I didn't know they were that great. Well then, let me ask again. I'd like to recommend you as a candidate for a high-level government official. What do you think? Kagura-san. Even I didn't know that he would ask something like this, so I was surprised at the same time as Kagura-san. I had no idea that it would be such a big thing. Of course, I would pay Kikuya for your freedom. There are many who would raise objections to someone from Yoshiwara. But whatever, I, Genemon, will deal with them. Kagura-san, you don't mind if I recommend you, do you? When Genemon asked him that, Kagura-san stared straight at Genemon with his brightly shining eyes, and then he bowed deeply. This is more than I deserve. I will do my absolute best to devote myself to the position. I can't thank you enough for this. What a stiff greeting. Kagura-san slowly lifted his face. Then he looked at me with a joyful smile on his face. After that, a matter of days passed in what seemed like only a moment. Before I knew what was happening, Kagura-san's situation had progressed rapidly. And the next thing I knew, today came to be his last day at Kikuya. His room was clean, spotless, and his books and other items had already been hauled away. All that was left in this room tonight was a bed. The room became bare, didn't it? It's refreshing. That's what I want to say, but I also feel deeply moved. Though I didn't have many good memories here. Just them. Kagura-san, that's too much. Kagura-san appeared from the open sliding door. Am I a bad memory for you? His face was like that of a pouting child. Knowing how much he yearned for Kagura-san, I guess it's only natural for him to pout like this. Of course not. You're just trying to find fault. Kagura-san, come here. Why don't we drink sake together in celebration? Are you taking pity on me? Not at all. Gosh. Up until the very end, he still stated harsh things like this. Come, Kagura. I want you to pour sake for me. Kagura-san, yes. I felt the way that he responded to me and Kagura was like night and day. Lately, I started thinking that. This is what made Kagura-san cute. Kagura-san poured sake, and this sake that was poured to the brim appeared to satisfy Kagura-san. Then Kagura-san poured sake for me with a reluctant expression on his face. The three of us raised our drinks in celebration. Kagura, don't make such a gloomy face. But no matter what Kagura said, Kagura-san would be sad, but didn't you want to be like me? Of course I do. Well then, stand firm on those feet of yours. Learn, work, and live out your life. You're chasing after me, so I'm waiting for you. I'm waiting for you out on ahead. Kagura-san. Kagura-san had a gentle smile on his face, and Kagura-san's eyes appeared to be moist with tears. But before I knew it, I, too, was almost about to cry. Understood. I will chase after you, so please wait for me, okay? That's a promise, okay? But, never mind, I don't think I'm going to wait anymore. Huh? What? I have high expectations and will always aim for the top. Kagura may not chase me forever. That's not true. If that frustrates you, then chase me like your life depended on it and surpass me. it was the first time that I've seen Kagura-san say something with such a light-hearted tone. He drank sake in good spirit and smiled happily. And those are the words of someone that should be on top. There is no top. There is no final destination. They were very Kagura-san sounding things to say. Soon after, the evening grew late and Kagura-san reluctantly returned to his room. Will you go back? Kagura-san drank the last of the sake and asked me that question. Maybe it was because of the sake, or perhaps because of the time, but his eyes looked very hot and moist. As I struggled to say something in return, it would be better to be in a situation where you wouldn't have to go back. Huh? For that end, it would be good to settle down. It would be good to get married. It would be good to have a wedding. Kagura-san? The words that I heard just now didn't seem real to me, so I cocked my head to the side in confusion. You probably think this is drunken nonsense. No, not at all. Well then, let's exchange promises. Before he finished what he was saying, Kagura-san quickly covered my lips with his, and he covered my lips, sucked and worked his tongue into my mouth. He started to intertwine his fingers with mine one by one. Kagura-san's smooth fingers slipped into spaces between my fingers and our fingers intertwined. That alone was enough to send a shudder down my spine. I don't know any other words to express my feelings to you. So, will this be enough to believe me? Kagura-san separated his lips and looked down on me with an expression of longing on his face. That's when I first noticed that I had already been pushed to the ground. A single tear rolled down my cheek from the corner of my eye. Then Kagura-san quietly smiled. You really do cry a lot. After saying that, he wiped away my tear with his fingertip. The tip of his finger was warm. I love him. I love him. I love him. I want him. I wanted his everything so bad that it was driving me crazy. And no matter how much he would give to me, I would never be satisfied. Because I love him. No matter how much of Kagura-san's everything flows forth, my vessel of love is infinitely wide. I love you, Kagura-san. I want to be husband and wife with you. Misao. They continued to be laid upon me. Kagura-san's hot kisses and his hot embrace. Could a person be a creature that is able to ask this much of someone else? Perhaps this is what it means to love. The palms of Kagura-san's hands that slid across my body. Kagura-san's smooth tongue that checked my flavor. Before I knew it, I was also touching Kagura-san's toned body. I felt his warmth with my hands, the feel of his supple skin. This is the only person that I would love from now on. Misao. 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 In the throes of passion with the person I love for the first time, I came to know that ecstasy.